Heroes and Legends, The War of Bitter Rivals, Episode 10. As the campaign continues onward, the insurance banker, led by Emmanuel Lafleur, were pursuing the Builder Run and winning each campaign they were in. But suddenly, the great leader, Emmanuel Lafleur, one of the great and noble Lafleurs, suddenly got ill and fell off his horse. Days later, he died, and it was up to his daughter Darling Lafleur, the lead insurance banker, however his fears were finally realized. However, before Imani's body could grow cold under the ground, Linda of the Orange Army, the Fidel, saw this death of Imani as a sign from God that their time of freedom was nigh at hand. So she secretly rallied her forces, informed her sisters Hilda and Mary to stay back and return to Fidel territory for the time for them to gain independence and join the elder forces was nigh. As the armies of Insurance, Lafleur, and the banker and Fidels traveled, suddenly Linda, Savion, and Risi turned their blades on the Insurance forces. It was treachery. Linda declared her independence from the Lafleurs. I saw that Darling was a weak fool that cannot and should not lead Bankura. Darling and her mom, Dr. Anne, were stunned at this. They did not expect the Fidelians to turn on them so quickly. Battle erupted between the two. At the end, the Lafleurs, stunned and ambushed, managed to escape with their lives. With this, the elders now had a new front deep within the Etruscan ranks to fight from. Feeling this momentum, Linda praised God, as now they could finally join the elder forces in this war. Soon after, Toro had passed away, as Justin had expected. Deep within Bilderun Castle, Hakari was seen weeping in the office alone, crying bitterly for Toro, questioning why he had left her so soon, not able to guide her in this war that she was starting to regret. Her feelings for Darius were still real, and without Toro's guidance and direction, how could she navigate her army, her empire, safely through this war? Days before Toro's death, the Bilderun already had a special memorial service for Toro, because they knew they would not have any time to celebrate or mourn him, because of their constant battle against the Androsian forces. And now, as they expected, Justin, Horatio, Marvin, and Marshy, the Grand General of Androsian's forces, had arrived at the Wellman's base, which was an island city. They sailed their mighty force to invade the island, to capture and destroy the Wellmans, and break down one of the main four pillars of Bilderun with it. John Con, the leader, had his might and also a strategy that his late uncle left him. So they fended off against the waves of Justin's forces. And at the end, Justin and his main unit, Horatio, Marvin, and Moshi, after John Kun. John Kun used all his might to defeat them, and additional Androsian forces had arrived, because they saw how much setback Androska was having. They were not going to let Waterman slip off their hands. Soon, Churchill himself saw John Kun was exhausted and raced himself towards the battlefield. However, John Kun had a plan up in his sleeves. As Churchill was about to rush the enemy main camp and take the land for himself, suddenly the forces of Rashada, Rev, and Afi of the Penta had arrived, and their forces ambushed the Androscan forces from behind as they were deep inside enemy territory. Justin was surprised. He did not expect the enemy to have a strategy, and he thought, oh, this must be Toro's doing. That bastard. No matter. I'll cut down the Penta and the Cabelon and Waterman in one battle. Prepare yourselves. And so Justin fought with all his might. Junkun, beside of his female companions, worked together to beat back the mighty Grand General of Wanjolsaka. Soon, his forces were able to surround Justin, but Justin was not deterred. He used his twin axes to try to cut off Junkun's arms. But on the left and right of Junkun, Afi and Rashad blocked the axes from landing on Junkun. Junkun, now seeing an opening, used his staff to impale Justin. Justin, now impaled, was pleased that he could finally die to a worthy opponent, and he smiled as he was indeed had fallen not only to a strong young person, but a young person is a leader and a pride in his own right. If this, Androscoggin had lost its Grand General, another critical blow to the Androscoggin Empire was dealt, as Junkun told his allies to raise their blades in victory, but a new stage of this war was at hand.